Okay. Oh god. Alright. Guess we'll hop right in. I will start by reading the primer for the adventure known as Curse of Strahd, my own primer. Should have been an easy job. Travel down the Sword's coast, this caravan, protect them from whatever rabble tries to stop them. It's going well. Nothing more than wolves and goblin scouts. But this blasted fog rolled in just before sunset. Before you realized it, you and two other caravan guards got separated from the wagons. Now, as the sun sets and the mist thickens, you have no other choice but to make camp for the night and pray that you can catch up in the morning, lest you be lost in the fog. Okay. Now. Alright, just making sure that everything's set up. Alright, so I'll be rolling randomly to see who first rests near the campfire, and whoever it is, just introduce your character, description, class, whatever backstory you wanna give off. Do it randomly.
No, is this the same universe as Lore Time?
No, it's not. This
Okay.
is the Forgotten Realms. It's what the fuck, Faerun, I believe it's pronounced. I don't know how it's
Faerun?
Faerun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Faerun?
Faerun.
Yeah,
the Forgotten Realms.
Baldur's Gate. Forgotten Realms, yeah.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate, all that shit. So first up, the first person to rest by the campfire before anyone else is good old Mash. Please, please introduce your such character.
Mash. I'm a pretty simple guy. A half-orc. I like to stay neutral. I've seen the good and bad in both people. My father was an orc. My mother was a human. She tried to get me to see the good in people. Father tried to get me to see the dangers of other people. I don't like to talk too much about my past, but all you need to know about me is I'm highly proficient in horse combat. I don't like to fight off of a horse. I won't fight off of a horse. Don't ask me.
Alright, and as you rest by the campfire, Tronk, your trusty steed, will sort of just stand there by the fire warming itself. Alright, let's see who's next. Okay, Mash, the next person to join you by the fire, is a Firebolg.
Oh, who is this furry fellow?
Fearbolg. I always read it as Firebolg, but it's actually Fearbolg. Noah, please introduce your such character.
Hello there. Us Fearbolgs, we see no need for your names. We simply know each other by each other, but you may call me Beowulf for the time being. I am a Fearbolg of 55 years old, and I've spent the last 20 or so of those as a hermit living amongst the woods, learning its ways and learning about its dangers so that I may warn the others in this world to not be so comfortable with the things that are right beside us. Yes. I'm a simple man, but I, I do what I do, and I do it in the woods, basically, is what I'm getting at.
Alright. Then finally, we have Justin's character, Noon, who finally joins you by the fire out of the shadows. Justin.
That doesn't look like Slender Man.
Hello. My name's Noon. I'm a monk, and I grew up with no parents, and I ended up becoming a bounty hunter. And then some things happened, but that's all you need to
Alright. You three sit by the fire, the mist and fog barely pierced by the waving flames. You wonder if it'll let up in the morning, or simply settle more. But there's nothing to do but wait. As you all sleep an uneasy sleep, you awaken to the morning light cascading through the fog that has not yet dissipated. The road is now more visible, though, and it should be easier to follow in an attempt to catch up to the caravan. You are free to act.
I think we should try to catch up to that thing we were gonna be paid for.
Yeah.
I'm not one to leave a job unfinished.
Hell no, I need the money.
I need their reputation more personally.
I dislike this so. However, I shall follow.
Alright,
What? Okay.
you all begin journeying down the road. Black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy road. Giant trees loom on both sides, their branches clawing at the mist that surrounds you. Your party, unless, I guess I should ask, is there at any point any of you would stop, like a time frame that you would stop walking, or would you continue following the road until reaching settlement?
I mean, besides, like, night.
Yeah, besides nighttime.
No.
Well, maybe the Fearbolg would like to forage a little bit.
Yeah, take
And
a
if
little
I come
shitty
across
poop.
any, are we good on food or?
Oh, you have
do
a
I
standard.
hunt?
No, you got a standard adventurer's pack. I
Yeah.
believe it's 2
10
weeks.
rations.
Yeah, 2 weeks of rations.
An adventurer's pack.
So yeah,
Okay.
you are good on food
Yeah,
for now.
I'm not prone to frolicking.
Say we
I've
probably
got somewhere else to be.
try and get this done as fast as we can.
All right.
Patty cake, bakers, man, as it were.
You walk along the road for what seems to be hours. Now I have to make some rolls. Actually, not yet, actually. You walk along the road for what seems like hours. The sun gets to about the middle of the sky before you arrive at a point of interest. You arrive at a gate. The fog spills out of the forest, swallow up the road behind you as you approach this gate. Ahead of the road, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming in the gray fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gates, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you with only silence. As you approach the gate, it swings open, screeching as the hinges move.
Is this that gate I've heard so much about?
I
think it's called Baldur's Gate. Is this it?
no,
This is a
I
gate,
don't
certainly.
think so.
If one of you want to make me a history check, see if you recognize this gate.
I will.
Okay, a 6. Noon. This is clearly an ancient, Mash. Well, Mash and Noon, since neither of you rolled high enough. This gate seems ancient, but you're not entirely sure of what origin. Most certainly, it is not the city of Baldur's Gate, nor its entrance, as there would most certainly be a wall and guards, none of which seem to be present, other than the mist and the woods flanking either side. The road continues past the gate, though.
Well, I don't see the caravan. I shall continue walking.
Have any of you heard of ramblings of a demon summoning? Just perchance.
I mean, I know about it, but I don't
Nothing
know
of the
much.
sort.
I know it
Okay.
exists.
Just checking. Just checking. Just making sure.
Why, if I might ask?
Uh, let's just say that I've heard whisperings that a demon.
That a demon is what?
I've been sent to investigate. That's
Oh.
all. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
How
Just-
sour.
Keep yourselves vigilant. If you see anything, let me know.
Will do.
As you guys walk past the gate and down the road, towering trees, whose tops are lost in a heavy gray mist, block out all but a death gray light. The tree trunks are naturally close to one another. In the woods the woods have the silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude a feeling of an unvoiced scream.
Huh.
Why don't you all roll me perception checks as you walk along the road?
Wow, shit rolls today. And the plus
Nice.
6. That
Whoops, that's the
Nature.
nature check.
Alright.
Excuse
Beowulf.
me.
You catch the scent of death on the air.
This is the scent of death on the air I smell.
You can smell it so pungently that you could follow the source.
I smell it so pungently I could nearly follow the source.
which
But
way?
alas, I
What?
wish not to. I don't know, which way is it?
It's
Is there a way?
in the woods, in the seeming underbrush. Not far off the road, but still off the road.
This is the way of the woods. Things die so that others can live.
I'm gonna take a peek at it.
So, as directed by Beowulf, you walk off the road for about 15 feet, Noon. And as you get closer to the source, the scent, you catch it yourself. And eventually, you make it to the corpse of a human, half buried in the underbrush. The man appears to be but a commoner. His clothes are torn, muddy, and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for several days. He holds a crumpled envelope clutched in one of his hands.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna pick up this crumpled envelope.
Can I see if I can try and attribute this man's fatal injuries to some sort of animal attack or something of the sort? Do I need like a forensics check for that?
Give me a nature check.
All right. What's wrong?
All right. You are unable to determine exactly what killed him, but it was certainly a predator of some kind.
This
Have I seen
foolish
marks
man
like these
should have been more careful.
in
Actually, you know what? I'll give you advantage on that because you know animals. The claw marks and paw prints are most certainly wolves, and it seems that he was taken by them. As for Noon, you pick up the crumpled letter, which is still sealed. It has the large letter B set into the wax seal. The parchment is worn and flimsy, but still, the letter remains closed.
Alright, I'm just gonna pocket this for now.
Okay.
Have
Pocket
I
the letter.
seen anything like this in my monster hunting travels?
I mean, it's...
I probably should have introduced myself as a monster hunter.
Why don't you give me a nature check as well? Not an advantage.
All right. I'm pretty good with nature.
For I heard.
This certainly doesn't seem like a monster attack. It seems definitely more natural. Though, for wolves to attack somebody, they would have to be very careless.
There's something not right about that. I don't recognize it, but
Seems the wolves are going away the way of these humans. They've become too careless.
yes,
How
precisely.
disturbing their influence. But a wolf nonetheless. I know a young of my clan was killed by a wolf, and this is what led me to lead the life of a hermit.
As you guys
All
speak,
too familiar.
a lone wolf's howl pierces the air far off in the forest.
Well, I'm going to go back to the path and start walking.
Do you all go back to the path?
No, it could be another attack.
If it is, it is.
Could
I'd rather
have
be out in the
rabies or
open than in the
something.
woods.
It's our duty to guard the caravan.
Hey, yeah, we gotta find the caravan.
Well, the caravan could be being attacked right now. That's
What would what would the caravan be doing out in those thick trees?
Yeah.
They could hardly pass through these thick trees.
As you wait around speaking, the wolf's howl is joined by another.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking now.
let's find the caravan and see what happened there. We can assess the situation. Worst case scenario, we can deliver the caravan ourselves.
If these wolves have a taste for human flesh.
Or worse, a
Perhaps.
taste for gold.
Gold? Boy, keep your glory gold and glitter. Perhaps it is best that we should see what's going
Another
on.
howl joins the pack, now counting 3.
Okay. Let's get a move on. There's a pack of them out here we don't want caught.
Yes, it is. It is their land. We're trespassing on, as it were.
I'll join Noon.
Beowulf, do you join Noon as well?
We'll stick together while we can, you know.
Okay, as you guys get back on the road, the wolves howling fades, and silence engulfs the forest once again. Alright. Gonna do a few more rolls. Okay. As you walk along the road, you eventually break out of the woods and kind of enter a field-like area, a valley in the overarching forest. To your south, a river flows as clear as the blue winter sky through the valley. The river is roughly 50 feet wide. Arching stone bridges. Actually, you wouldn't see that yet. Never mind. But as you get into the valley, you see in the distance a village of some kind.
Oh, civilization. Shall we check it out? See if the
Maybe
caravan
the-
is there?
Yes, my thought as well.
Huh.
Though I have a sinking feeling the caravan.
I feel it, yeah.
Alright. Guys travel for some time down the road. The valley is much larger than it seems. Can do a few more rolls. Okay. Alright. Give me a moment. As you approach the village, tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The shadows that you saw at the start of the valley take form. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. Tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence, except the mournful sobbings that echo through the streets from a distance.
Go towards the
What has
sobbing.
happened here? We should find out what has happened.
As you
Indeed.
enter the village, any villagers you see quickly shift away from your vision. And that is to say that nobody wishes to interact with you. Seems almost fearful of you as you walk through the village. You make your way towards the sobbing that can be heard. The mournful...
Actually, can I try and lure everybody away from the sobbing? I'll say, stop. Stop. I don't recognize those voices. Do I recognize those voices? No.
The voices? You don't recognize the
Voices.
sobbing, no.
All right. I don't like this. Could be something trying to lure us in. We gotta go about this more carefully.
Nothing we can't handle.
There's
A
plenty
lot of
we can't
things out
handle,
there
boy.
that we... Yes. There's much darkness out there.
Indeed.
Are any of you good at scouting?
I mean,
No.
No.
I could stealth.
Okay. Oh, yes, that is what I was asking. Perhaps one of us could scout ahead and see if anything nefarious is happening.
Will do. I'm gonna start walking off.
Alright, you walk towards the crying.
When I get a reasonable distance from it, like it's starting to get pretty loud, but I can't see it, then I'm gonna start stealthing.
Alright, give me a stealth check. Okay, you assume a crouched position, making yourself harder to see. You reach the source of the crying after some time. A moaning sob floats through the still gray streets, coloring your thoughts with sadness. The sound flows from a dark, two-story townhouse. The house is boarded up and barricaded.
Well, sucks to be done. Yeah, I'll go back to the party.
You return with no issue.
Yeah, not much. It's just coming from my house.
I should try to talk to one of the villagers. Even if they don't want to talk to us, we need information.
And this will get us out of their hair quicker, too, it seems.
That's true.
As
They
you,
don't want us here, it's pretty clear.
as you look around, it's almost hard to believe that anybody even lives here. Not a soul in sight, or really any sound, except the crying.
Are there any houses or windows we can look into?
Most of the houses are boarded up and dark inside, though, give me a sec. Alright, you guys would enter from there. So you can see some active chimneys, and atop the hill to the northwest, you can see a manor.
I wonder if
Though-
that's where it'd be.
Though most of the houses seem unlived in, one way or another. You can see quite a few larger buildings.
What do you think? Should we try the manor or should we try some of this smoke?
Before you make a decision, in the center of the village, you definitely see a building that would be a tavern or inn, marketing it because it is so large. It is definitely a center point of the town.
Aha. Tavern. That's someplace we could definitely find.
Looking to get drunk already?
Well, you know me.
Not really.
I don't blame him.
I suppose you don't. Well, we need information, and a tavern is one of the best ways to get it. Suppose there must at least be a barkeep there that can give us something. And if not, we can raid the cabinet. Who knows?
Just as you went to the crying woman's house, you walked by a lit, like what seemed to be a store. And as you sort of walked past and peeked inside, there was somebody manning the shop.
Oh, we could try the shop as well. Maybe that's where the carts were coming.
Maybe.
And if
Well,
they showed up, they might have gone there.
Perhaps
let's-
somebody will want to speak to us for commerce sake.
Yes.
Oh, you
We
know
could
what?
have some luck there.
Okay, I actually got the location wrong. The building to the northwest is actually, it's not a manor, it's a church. While to the south, you can see sort of the top of a larger building. It looks more rich, like a manor.
okay.
And actually, noon, as you got closer to the crying woman's townhouse, you did see a manor to the south at the end of the road.
All right, so I know it's
Yes.
well. We should try out these places in town though. Check out that manor.
Yes, I agree.
Start walking towards the tavern.
All right. As you arrive, or as the party, I should say, arrives at the tavern, seems to still not be a soul in sight, but a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway of the tavern, a sign hangs precautiously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Pretty cool name.
And
That's
you
very
notice,
gothic of them. I like it.
on the sign, an N has been scratched over with an F. Of the word of.
Blood on the vine.
Leaves from the vine,
Interesting.
falling so slow.
I guess everyone
Precarious.
is entitled to a name change.
Yeah. I'll enter.
I will as well.
I will as well.
You all enter. This once finely appointed tavern has grown shoddy over the years as you observe your surroundings. A blazing fire in the hearth still gives scant warmth to the few huddled souls within. They include a barkeep and 3 men sitting together, and a man sitting off to the side, drinking wine by himself.
I have a quick couple questions.
Okay, shoot.
What were the race of the people that was in the caravan?
It was mostly humans with a few, tokens, I guess is the best way to describe it. Like, a
Okay.
gnome merchant, that kind of stuff. It seemed like a completely average caravan to you.
All right. And do I recognize any of these people from the caravan?
No.
Okay.
I'll go over to the bar.
As you walk in,
Ask her.
you'll see the man sitting by himself sort of perk up a little bit and look over to you and say, "Hey, come over here."
I'll go over.
He'll
Fuck
motion
it.
you over.
I will as well. That's the first person who's welcomed us.
Wait, I know this trick. He's gonna fart.
Oh
Cool.
no!
I want to see it.
Brace yourselves.
Get down.
The man sitting at the table is dressed in more fine clothes than one might expect. He is no commoner. And he sips on a glass of wine, motioning you all to sit.
I'll sit.
And he will say,
I will sit as well.
"Would you like wine? I'll pay."
Yes, I will take wine.
Thank you,
Thank
but
you,
I am all
sir.
set.
I don't partake.
He will turn toward the bartender, who is mindlessly wiping glasses, stacking them on a shelf. He will say, "Barkeep, glass of your finest, please." The barkeep will nod solemnly before pouring a glass of wine from a pitcher and bringing it over to the table, setting it before you, Mash.
Take a sip. Oh, this is
Ash
excellent.
fucking
Finely
dies.
aged.
It is good wine. Perhaps not the best, but good wine. So you take a sip, you will eye around the bar before leaning in. He sort of makes a scowl before making a slight smile, looking at you all. Then he will speak in a hushed tone. He says, "You all came from outside, correct?"
Alakati
Brothers,
his
I
tone.
did.
So yeah,
What?
yeah, we did.
Yes.
Ah. Then you are adventurers of some kind? Mercenaries, perhaps?
Up the sword.
Well, then I have a job for you all, if you're willing to take it. My adopted sister, Irina. Well, before I get to that, actually, I should introduce myself. I am Ismark the Lesser, the son of the town's burgomaster. He will sigh.
Whoa. I'm gonna stop him right there. Burgomaster. Does he live in the manor to the south?
Correct. He is my father.
I must seek an audience with him shortly.
Well, if you go with this job, I'm sure you will meet him. But my sister, I need to get her out of this village to a town called Vlinky, a settlement in the heart of the valley, beyond the view of Castle Ravenloft. I wish to get her there to protect her life, her safety, but I cannot do it alone. I'm not strong enough. My sword alone cannot protect her, and I wish for her safety. You
There's
all...
something here that you need to protect her from.
He will look down for a moment. Yes, there is. A foul lord controls these lands by the name of Strahd. He is a monster in more ways than one. He seeks my sister. For what reason, I have little knowledge of. All that I know is that he has tormented my family beyond belief, and that I wish nothing more than to guarantee her safety away from him.
Let's see.
No. Oh no, I know this story. All right, we'll help you out, Chief.
Thank you. I
But now
can...
that we've agreed we need
And did what?
we were guarding a caravan. has it come into town?
I regret to inform you, but unless you rode the caravan into town, there is no way that it entered town.
What do you
When we
mean?
got separated, we saw some bodies covered in claw
Did
marks.
your caravan masters look anything like those three individuals over there? And he will motion to the three individuals sitting around a table drinking and chatting.
I'll say no.
Yeah, they look nothing like any caravanners you've seen. They are dressed in colorful garb, wearing flourished scimitars and other such things. As you say no,
Unfortunate.
he will frown for a moment and say, "You have come into a place where there is no escape. It seems that Strahd has seen his fancy in you, but hopefully we can turn that against him. He underestimates you, sees you as nothing but playthings. But for that miscalculation he will pay, for he has given me a boon of 3 capable adventurers that can help me with my task."
I see. Since we're trapped, the caravan no longer matters. Until we can leave.
Leave. You will have great difficulty leaving this place, if at all. The only way I see of ending this place is captivity, is the death of Strahd himself. Though he knows my malcontent against him, and yet I still live, which means he is confident that I pose no threat to him whatsoever. My sister, on the other hand, he takes great interest in her. Perhaps fearing her, I am not sure. But for now, you are all trapped here, and I suggest not attempting to cross the fog that borders this region, lest you wish to forfeit your life.
I see.
Duly noted. I likely would have tried.
Yes, it is a curse that has been lain upon this land, that no soul that enters may leave Strahd's domain. He will get up from his seat, sipping down the rest of his wine, motioning for you all to stand with him. "Come, we must go to the manor. I shall
That's
have you
one.
meet my sister, and we shall set off at once."
All right. I will rise.
I rise as well.
He will nod to the barkeep before moving towards the door. You all follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will lead you past the wailing house, and as he passes by it, he will scowl a bit before leading you down the road. In front of you, a weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside while the left swings lazily in the wind. A sputtering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the ground and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path about the domain. Heavy claw marks have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor glass of shards stands in any of the windows. All of them have been barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen. He will lead you on the path to the door.
Not the door.
What
of
is
you-
the reason of these claw marks I keep seeing?
It is Strahd's persistence, his onslaught on this manor.
Is it his? Does he control the wolves?
He controls many things here, if not all. Though there are some which are outside his domain. To answer your question, yes, he does.
Thank
By God, this Curse of Strahd is strong.
That's it,
you.
baby!
You said it!
Campaign over, you said the name.
And session.
And see.
You arrive
All right.
eventually
Good
on the
ending.
path.
Good. Then.
If you guys want to make me perception checks as you walk along the sort of like trampled grass path to the door.
Or
All right.
brain dead.
Perception.
Okay, all of you notice as you walk around the path that scores of wolf paw prints and human footprints litter it. The footprints of the humans are shambling or jumbled. As you arrive at the door, it is barred. Ismark will approach and knock at the door. It'll take a while before it is answered by a woman's voice. She will answer him in a concerned tone, asking who he is. Once he answers, the door will immediately fly open, and he will motion for you all to enter. As she invites you
Shall
in.
enter.
Well,
You see, I can't enter a house before being invited because I am a vampire. I mean,
Do you say that out loud?
no.
Yeah.
I gotta wash that from my memory.
Okay. Beowulf, do you also enter?
Sure.
That did not happen.
As you enter the mansion, the interior of it is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room.
Believer of Jesus.
As you look around, the burgomaster, Ismark's father, is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers and the faint odor of decay. Ismark will notice you looking at the coffin and will scowl and say, "This is my father. You wanted to meet him?"
Well,
Oh.
since that's, I'm gonna pull the letter out of my pocket. So before coming in, I found a dead person clutching the letter. Would you like to read it?
Are you handing it to Ismark or Irina?
I'm holding it, but I'm like holding it up in the air to show them.
Ismark will hold his hand out for you to hand it to him.
I'll give it to him.
Okay. Let me just get to the letter. Boo, boo, boo. Here we go.
No longer.
Oh, holy shit, this is hard to read. They wrote it in cursive. No.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ismark will read the letter out loud. 1 second, my dogs are barking before I read this.
No.
We'll boost the sound of the dogs
Yeah.
barking in post to
Alright,
make it like the werewolf sound. Actually, can we do that? Can we make your dogs the werewolves?
Alright, the letter reads, Hail thee, of might and valor, I, the burgomaster of Barovia, and you, honor. Does it say honor? What the fuck? With despair, and you honor with despair my adopted daughter, the fair Irina, I actually cannot read this. Holy shit. Has been.
Hold on, but throw it up. I'm pretty good with cursive.
Okay, I gotta take a screenshot.
Hold on, hand that letter to me. I can read cursive pretty good.
Says the guy who's outside the house.
Wait, invite me in first. I'm a vampire. I don't say
I don't see.
that.
Okay. I'm gonna post the letter in Discord.
All right.
Make sure to click the link in the description to join the Discord.
Oh, this is pretty obscure. Okay, let me
Yeah.
try.
Oh yikes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm great with
Yikes.
cursive. Let me do this shit, bro.
One of you read it, because I
Hail,
have trouble reading cursive.
hail thee of might and valor. I, the burgomaster of.
Barovia.
Okay. Send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair.
Irina?
What's the name?
Irina Kolana.
Elena.
Okay, thank you. Has. Wow, this is really difficult. I wonder.
Spend these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the life blood of my people. How my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. Lo, I say to you, give us up for dead, and uncircle this land with the symbols of good. Let
Encircle.
holy men encircle this land with symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrowed to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Kailan Inderovich, Burgomaster.
Alright, and
I
as
feel like clapping. Hold on. I have no idea how you did that. It's really impressive.
yeah, it's hard. Give me a moment while I get back to the manor location.
Gen Z be like.
The only encryption you need, baby, is just a little cursive.
As Ismark reads this letter, he will crumple it in his hand. Say, father must have sent this out. A foolish errand, as he's already dead, though what he says is generally true. He wished to warn the outside world, but he knew that it was of no use, and this man died for his folly. Burying him will serve no purpose, so do not feel bad if you left him. Though, as for my father, he will turn towards Irina. She will not travel until he is buried. And Irina will nod.
Task.
She will mildly speak up. Say, I know that it seems strange to want to bury somebody in these times, but I do not wish to see him come back. He died of stress from Strahd's invasions on this manor. And moreover, I wish to see him put to rest finally, so that he may not know the torment of this place anymore.
Wait, do you mean to say that if we don't put him to rest, he will walk this earth once more?
It is possible. Strahd is a powerful vampire, if not made clear by the letter. But it is unlikely that he wishes to turn my father into one of his spawn. More so, he most likely wished for his death to be one of torment. I simply wish to bury him for the formality of it, though no one in the village has been brave enough to help me and Ismark take my father's body to the graveyard, the church to the north, for proper burial. If you would be so kind as to help Ismark take his body to Donovich, the local priest, and bury him there where he belongs.
That's the least we can do.
Ismark will smile a bit. Say, well, we better get to it before night falls. I'd rather do this during the day. He will walk into the side drawing room, and he will turn towards Mash and say, is your horse capable of drawing a wheelbarrow?
I believe so.
Then come. He will grab one side of the coffin and look towards the party for help in carrying it.
Yeah, I'll try to help out.
Let's carry.
You all begin carrying the coffin as Irina looks on. As you leave out the door, you will set down the coffin next to a small carriage that is horse-drawn. He will motion for Mash to bring his horse to the front of it and attach it via the harness. And then he will motion for the rest of you to help him load the coffin onto the carriage.
Yeah.
This is my trusty steed, Trunk.
He has a fine horse. Keep it with
Thank
you
you.
well, for the horrors of this place will try to take it from you.
I could not imagine such a thing. I
Well,
would be lost without Trunk.
Begin imagining the unimaginable, for that is what you'll find in this cursed hellscape.
Bro, imagine.
Imagine.
Yeah, just imagine, dude. Just imagine your horse fucking
Just
dying.
imagine it.
Alright, and
Imagine if your horse breaks a leg. Holy shit.
he will
No, don't make me.
he will lead you all to the church. As you go along the road, some people will peek out of gray houses sort of watching on.